So this is my stalking story. I have been the victim of group stalking, harassment, bullying for pretty much close to, I will say 10 years. It all pretty much started, I got out of the military and I moved from California to New Orleans. And thought that I could start my life over, do a fresh start, see a different part of the country. I was pretty excited for the most part. And for the most part, the first, I would say, year and a half, it was okay. I was a bit antisocial, I guess, but for the most part, I got along with people in the city and the neighborhood. Uh, but at the same time, I I moved to a all black neighborhood in New Orleans, and it was supposed to be at least the part where I lived, middle class to lower middle class, not ghetto, not low life or low class or trashy or anything. But black people in the South aren't what they say they are. There's a lot of racism from blacks to other people. For like me, personally, I experienced that. Like pretty much, it was like undercurrent of racism. Like the explanation was different. It was like you're an asshole or you're whatever. There's always a reason for the racism. They're never really gonna go out and say that like you're a piece of shit because you're Mexican or something like that. But at the same time, they'll try to say like racist jokes, how like you should cut my lawn or stuff like that. Even people that like I started to get close with, it was just like that barrier of racism. If they weren't racist, their brothers, sisters, cousins, there was enough of that you couldn't really have a relationship with no black woman. Not only that, there was like even if the woman wasn't ghetto, wasn't low class, there would be people in her family that were, and you would have to deal with those type of people. So it really is a total culture shock from coming from LA, where you can just live your life. Nobody's, at least back in the day, I don't know. Probably happens now, but back in the day, in the 2000s, the 90s, when I grew up, when I became an adult, people weren't going around stalking people. It wasn't a thing to harass and bully some guy and get off fucking with some guy. I don't know how many women get harassed, but I'm sure the numbers aren't as much as men. Especially in the United States now. There's like a big, seems like a movement almost to anybody that could possibly be a somebody to be shitted on. I'm not that great. I'm not that special. But some people, especially in New Orleans, where property is so low, and the people I had apartments and I rented to really low class women. Let's be honest, Section 8 women are pretty much low class. Not all of them, but I never got any of those nice, good moral women that just minded their business and got out of my business. No, they were pretty much the ones that started throwing all this crap about me online. And they were the ones that pretty much, I guess, started the whole ball rolling. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish I could trust black people now to see them down the street, but the first thing that comes out in some black person's mouth about me is I'm a piece of shit, I'm this, I'm that, because there's been a lot of crap about me out there. So I don't know if this is gonna clear the air. Probably not. I'm just telling my side of the story. So basically, in New Orleans, most people are poor. Most people are ghetto. Most people are ignorant. Most people are racist. I wouldn't say all, because there are some that are pretty much liberal or pretty much don't go with the whole group mentality. But there are a lot that do. And in the South, even if you're white, like somehow that white people are just as bad as black people. And you might be able to live better in a white neighborhood because they can't really place the race card as much. But black people in the South are ridiculously racist. They will get off talking shit about some guy because he's Latino or because he's this, he's that. There's always a reason to talk shit about people in the South. And the Deep South, I mean. I never thought it was like that. I never thought that there would be a world where people will go out of their way to try to pigeonhole you, try to tell you where to live and where to be and what kind of people you should talk to but like you get scrutinized in that city like for no reason from people talking shit about. So somebody always knows somebody in that city. I don't know, it's probably like that in El Paso where I live now, but not to the point that it is there. I mean, there people are just total assholes. If you're not liked anymore, whatever that means, they will go out of their way to make your life miserable. And for some reason, magically, a Latino living in a black neighborhood who's gonna get picked on. It sure isn't gonna be some piece of shit drug dealer or some piece of shit that just goes around talking shit about people's behind their back. No, those people are like, it's totally cool. But some guy just minding his business, trying to do his thing. It's like, that's not acceptable anymore. Anywhere it seems. Like in El Paso, most of the people are Latino and still getting shitty on. I was like, and black people get all bent out of shape for any little thing in the South. I hate it. I hope it. I saw it differently than what it really is, but the South is a trip, man. So basically, I rented to low class women. They got off talking shit about me, like. Supposedly I was a child molester, and there was no real proof of that. There never has been. But that always been thrown at me. Like, not into my face, but behind my back. Supposedly I get out sleeping with the kids. It's all bullshit. I hate kids. I always fucking have. I always told my parents that I hated kids. I always told my family that I never wanted to have kids of my own. So, for people that would go and say you're a child molester, it's like, fucking bullshit, man. Seriously. It's funny because stalking now is like a thing now everywhere in the United States. Especially against so-called like they're doing some justice or something. So it's really, really bullshit. The stuff that happened to me this past year, 2017. The stuff that happened to me for pretty much 10 years of my life. I mean, those years were robbed for me. I couldn't have a normal life. Wherever I went, it was like shitty people going out of the way to be dicks to me, being assholes to me, run their mouth of this and that. Like, I didn't know none of these people. Like, we're not best friends. We're not co-workers. We never hung out. I don't know them at all. And that's still going on. I don't know what the morality is behind it. But if you're going to mess with somebody's life like that, you're not a very moral person. If you're going to go stalk some guy and follow him to, like, Walgreens or Albertsons or Goodwill or any freaking store just to be an asshole to some guy, you're not that great yourself, you know what I mean? So whatever reaction you get out of them, man, because what happened was there was a lot of people sitting on my life for like 10 years. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it would stop. But these people actually think they're doing some moral crusade and they're the good guys. They're really not. But, you know, I can't really prove any of this in court because it's just a little snippets. I guess you could call it microaggressions. But microaggressions over a long-term period. It's like bullying, basically. Over a long-term period. You got people just messing with you all the time. Picking on you to hate on you and talk shit about you and spread rumors about you and spread your personal information out there. And then throw in your face how they found out of this and this. It's like, you know, I'm a private person. I don't like throwing drama or gossip or stupidity out there. I like to be frank. If I don't like you, I'm not going to fucking pretend I like you. I'm not going to go and say, well, you're a nice person, but only if you did this, and this. No, I'm like, you're a piece of shit. Get away from me. Maybe that's too blunt for some people. Maybe I'm supposed to sugarcoat crap. But when you go out of the way to do something to somebody else and get in somebody else's business, yeah, I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around people that do nothing but gossip, spread rumors. And I know a lot of women are like that, so I kind of stay away from that. A lot of women. You're supposed to be like, that's another thing. So basically, I realized that that's how I was in New Orleans. So I pretty much, most of the women that I rented, they wanted to sleep with me. They wanted either to pay the rent with sex or this and that, or have a relationship with me. It's like, it's impossible to even do that in New Orleans. Because if you have a relationship with one woman and she was your tenant, all the women are going to talk shit how now he's going to want sex and this and that. Even though that's not why you rented the place, right? But that's what women are like in New Orleans. So there's no real way to win that war, that rumor milling, gossip, harassment type of mentality. There really isn't if you're kind of like a loner, right? Like me. Nothing I say is going to get these people to shut up and mind their business. They're saying I'm a pedophile now. And they spread it all over town. So that means, like, everybody knows, right? So what's the problem if the guy is supposedly a pedophile and he never goes to parks, never goes to high school, never becomes a coach, never becomes a teacher, he never does anything like that, then maybe the guy isn't a pedophile. Maybe. I mean, it could always be that he is, but more than likely is that it's a bunch of bullshit, right? No. Once you get people that set in some mindset, they don't care. They're going to create their own little propaganda campaign and smearing campaign to say that you are a pedophile, even though you're not. Even though you fucking hate kids. But hey, it's like that now. That's how a lot of people are. They'll believe any stupid crap that's online or any stupid video or anything without even going to tell that man, you know, this and this and this. Nah. Let's just talk more shit about him. Let's spread more rumors about him. Not very moral behavior.